I'm Hokey Joker.
Bat Drew.
Green Lantern.
And welcome to Just Us Bros Podcast. Hey everyone, welcome to Just Us Bros Podcast, and it is the new year, and what that means, new movies and TV shows. As anyway, I'm Hokey Joker.
I'm not wearing any pants.
Green Lantern.
So, with a lot of these movies coming out, they're listed out by months and stuff. So, if we can get just a list of them, GL, can you give us that list?
All right.
We'll shoot
Coming
that
out
thing
in
at the end.
January, there's a bunch of movies nobody's ever heard of.
Because
Do you want-
January
do
is
you
the
want me to-
football month.
Read like all of them, or just the ones that stick out?
The ones that you
well-
think we would be interested in, or
Okay.
that would be popular.
Okay. So January. Ooh, the Wendigo. That's for Bat Drew.
Nah, don't say. Oh my God, don't say that name though. But when does that
Wendigo?
come out? Because I might want to watch it. Yeah, no, stop
Wendigo?
saying the name.
But let me ask you, real question: When do you go?
When do you go to what? The
I'm not
movies?
hanging out at y'all's houses for a while. If y'all
Apparently
start hearing
January-
knocking on your door, you better not answer. Because they
January
can.
9th.
That's like so soon too. I might have to go watch that, but not say its name.
Also mentioned in here, which I thought we were just looking at movies, but Ted, the TV series, comes to Peacock. January 11th,
Yeah.
Is that just
Is that
basically
like a-
going to be a live action Family Guy?
with just a bunch of recycled jokes from Family Guy.
Probably.
Do any of us have Peacock?
It comes and goes.
Oh, no.
Let's see. The new Mean Girls movie comes out.
Is that
January?
a reboot? I think it's a reboot, but with like half of the cast coming back, like Tina Fey and whatnot. John Hamm's in it too.
And the one blonde girl.
You sound like you know a lot more about this than we did, because you're like, is that a reboot? But the entire cast is coming back mostly, and John Hamm's there.
Well, I mean, it's got Tina Fey. What's his guy? He played. Oh shit! He played the principal in the first one. Also played the lady
Tim
man.
Meadows.
Tim Meadows,
Tim
yeah,
Meadows.
and John Hamm.
I've met at UVA once.
Oh,
Pixar
I said
didn't
I met
happen.
Tim Meadows. At,
hot tomatoes.
might have to find Wing to find pictures, because
I was gonna say, didn't Wing get a picture with him?
And
He wasn't
and Chris
supposed to.
Robinson. Yeah.
I could have went to that one, but I just didn't want to go 2 hours that night.
Let's see. That's pretty much it for January of anything that we've heard of or would be interested in. February, the month of love.
Is that a movie? Sounds like a movie.
No, I was just giving it a title. Lisa Frankenstein.
I wonder what that's going to be about.
I don't know. Madam Web
Is it
comes
gonna
out
be like the-
Valentine's Day.
I am actually excited for that, but I think for other reasons.
Yeah, Sony movies with Spider-Man movies made by Sony without Spider-Man are not good. I mean,
Well, do we have the year for you?
oh god.
Also coming out on February 14th, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2.
Oh bother.
I saw
anybody
the
see the
first
first one?
Winnie the Pooh. I saw the first one. It honestly, we could have made a better movie. Pooh was scary, Piglet was scary, the way they looked, but I mean, it was a weird movie, really weird. I wanted to be horrified by this movie, but I was just horrified by the acting.
Ah,
Yeah, that was
so a sequel is gonna be just as bad.
Yeah, because wasn't in the
probably.
first Yeah, it wasn't in the first movie like who only spoke 2 words, and it wasn't any of his like catchphrases like "oh bother" or whatever. It was just "you left." What?
I don't even think he said that. I remember that he was mad because Christopher Robin left him and went to college, but I don't even know if he spoke in that movie. He may have. That's how forgetful that first movie was.
Well,
The
that
second one, I
answered
think,
my
probably
question.
gonna have.
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully they bring
The
in some
second
more
one-
characters like Eeyore or Tigger or
I think-
somebody.
The copyright law thing went up for that. That's why they had to wait for 2024 for that. And I think Tigger is going to be a bigger part of this next movie, or
Oh. TTFN, ta-ta for now.
that's not what he says. Yeah.
There's a Sesame Street movie coming out on February 19th.
Oh, I hope it's like the Grouch movie that SNL parodied.
Get a job, Grouch. And that's it for February. Marching on into March. Dune Part 2, March 1st. Never saw the first one.
People who
Never read the books.
Yeah, people who watch Dune love Dune, and I can respect that. I mean, maybe that's something that some of our viewers watch, but it's been so hype, and they've like the fans that I've talked to are like, "Gosh, why is it?" They were so upset about the writer's strike pushing it back, but they're excited that it's finally coming out. So kudos to them. Maybe we'll have to take a look at it.
Wasn't there Dune movies like back in the 80s or 90s or something?
Yeah.
So are these remakes or are these continuations of those series?
Pretty sure they're remakes, but they got a star-studded cast. I mean, Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya, Oscar Isaacs, Jason Momoa played Duncan Idaho in the first one. I don't know who Duncan Idaho is, but that's an awesome name.
That sounds like a porn star name.
I said it was an awesome name. I didn't say where it came from.
That's what she said.
Fact checkers. All right, continuing, we've got Kung Fu Panda 4, giving Jack Black more screen time as a panda
Hey,
for some reason.
Jack Black's awesome. I mean, that's a franchise that everyone loves.
I like Jack
When it
Black.
came-
I've never seen Kung Fu Panda though.
It needs to come to an end. I'm sorry to say. I did like the first two. I don't remember the third one. But some things need to come to an end, like Supernatural. We don't need another season.
And there was a TV show for Kung Fu Panda too.
What?
Yeah, it was like a Nickelodeon or
Is it
something.
Is it still on?
I don't believe so.
Did Jack Black voice him in the Nickelodeon show?
No.
So March 21st, Roadhouse comes out.
Roadhouse.
Is
That's
this
an
going to be a
Amazon
female
Prime
led?
release.
Is this a female led Roadhouse movie?
Let's see. It says Jake Gyllenhaal's in it.
So female lead.
The film's
Or was it,
writer
Kevin Hart?
last wrote Death Note and The Nice Guys.
Wait,
That's
the American Death Note?
Quite a resume.
I'm assuming it was the American Death Note.
No, that was so bad. The only thing good about that was Dennis Leary.
I don't know who that is.
Or Willem Dafoe, the twins that played the Shinigami.
Let's see.
Willem Dafoe was good.
Yeah.
Looks like another King Arthur movie's coming out. Who plays King Arthur in this one? Oh, nope, it's called Arthur the King, and it's about Mark Wahlberg and a dog.
Oh yeah, I saw that
My
advertisement.
What?
Based off a true story.
Okay.
I thought it was a King Arthur, like Knights of the Round Table, not Mark Wahlberg and his dog.
Say hi to your mother for me.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
I'm looking forward to that one. I think that one looks pretty good. I really liked Afterlife.
I've not seen any of the newer Ghostbusters movies.
Well, they pretty much saw how bad 2016's did, and now they're like, well, let's get back to the original form and bring back like the original cast. Plus, let's add Paul Rudd and Finn Wolfhard.
So the
Paul Rudd is a ghost.
All female Ghostbusters. That's not part of this new series, is it? Or is it?
I don't think so. They had nothing to do with Afterlife.
Okay.
Well, that Drew, here's one for you. We're into April now. The first Omen movie.
What?
It sounds like a remake of The Omen. A
It
remake of
says
the
when a young American woman is sent to Rome to begin a life of service to the church, she encounters a darkness that causes her to question her own faith and uncovers a terrifying conspiracy that hopes to bring about the birth of evil incarnate.
So a prequel to The Omen.
I guess.
Brock Lesnar's going to be in it.
Who?
It was a wrestling joke, but never mind.
Ah,
The Beast incarnate.
Well,
Okay.
I was the first Omen.
April 12th, we've got Godzilla versus Kong, the new Empire.
Okay. Oh, I saw previews for that. I don't know. I watched the first one on HBO Max, and I was just that was just on in the background. But if you like Godzilla and Kong, you're probably excited, I guess.
I mean, I am. I
I've never
also
been
still need
huge
to see
into
God.
those.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Also, I still need to see Godzilla -1 before it runs out in theaters, which is probably
Well, it
going to
looks
be
like
like this weekend.
Kong is going to be his +1.
They're going to be fighting another giant ape that's not Sasquatch, I think.
Um, we've got Fallout the series coming on Amazon Prime. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
I guess based on the games.
I sure would hope so, because that would kick ass.
Um, April 19th, Untitled Monsters film by Universal Pictures. I'm assuming that's like a Monsters Inc. movie.
No, like Universal would be Dracula, the Mummy, Frankenstein, the Invisible Man.
Huh.
Let's hope they're not trying to start a monster connected universe again like they did with the Mummy and that other movie, Dracula Untold. But let's hope they're not trying that. And it'll be
Well, if I made piggyback off that, I just saw somewhere where there's a movie called Nosferatu coming out this year, but didn't really
less
give a
you.
date. The Nosferatu might be coming back out.
I heard that as well.
You saw the cast for that.
Um,
I am excited for that movie.
Nosferatu?
who
Yes.
it's somebody famous that's in it.
Well, I'm just going to tell you this: most famous people are in movies.
No,
I don't know.
I-
I'm talking like an A-lister.
yeah, it's Bill Skarsgård. Oh, and
Yep.
Willem Dafoe will be in this one too.
Yeah, Bill
That's who
Skar-
I was thinking
and-
of.
Yes.
Is Willem
and-
Dafoe going to be Nosferatu?
He's gonna
No,
be
he's-
Professor Albin.
Yeah,
Mm.
Skarsgård is playing Nosferatu, so he's going to have Pennywise the Clown and Nosferatu under his belt.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what
Because something with public domain again with the character Albin just came into public domain, I guess.
Oh, and that's just want to point this out. Nicholas Holt is going to be in another vampire movie, and he's going to be in Nosferatu as well. He was in Renfield.
Renfield.
What
That
underrated
movie's-
movie with Nicolas Cage?
And this is
I-
gonna be the year that Aaron Taylor Johnson has at least 2 movies because he'll be in this one too, and another one coming out later this
That
year.
we'll get to.
next year. This year.
Nice.
All right. Rebel Moon Part 2. Have you guys seen the first one?
I haven't subscribed to Netflix for like 6 months, so no, I have not.
I haven't watched it. I heard people like review bombed it because of Zack Snyder for some reason.
Oh, I don't know. Didn't that just come out as well?
It just came out. So apparently part 2 is coming out in April.
Yeah, I kind of want to see it, but word of mouth has been saying this movie sucked, but it's kind of like everyone said the same thing about, The Flash and all of the other like comic book movies that came out in 2023. So they, like you said, they could be review bombing this. So I need to watch this for myself to figure out if this is good or not.
Yeah, just like they reverse review bombed the Marvels. Like everybody's like, "Oh, it's such a great movie. It's so great. It's so great." Like, no, this movie sucked.
That was the movie you fell asleep in.
I did fall asleep, and then I took a 15-minute intermission in the bathroom. That sounded wrong. Then we've got Civil War. Oh, that's not. Never mind. I was thinking Marvel Civil War. I think it's just a Civil War movie.
Oh,
And we're into May, which May comes Deadpool 3.
finally.
Okay.
Probably my
Good
most
day.
hyped up movie.
My second most hyped up movie for this year. I'll tell you which one when you tell me when it comes out.
I mean,
number one.
Okay.
I mean, part 2 is disappointing, but seeing Hugh Jackman come in ever since that announcement video where he's coming back as Wolverine, I think it's gonna be better than the first one.
I feel like it's going to be loaded with jokes,
And cameos.
cameos.
We better not get our hopes up for cameos because we're talking about that with Multiverse of Madness, and how many did we get? Like 4, and they lasted for a second.
Yeah, but those are like serious characters. I mean, look at Deadpool 2 when he's talking about the lack of X-Men, and then there's like legit people in there, even if it's a 1 second cameo when Beast closed the door. I'm okay with that. Just show up for set for one day, you'll like for an actor. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
The Fall Guy. I feel like I've heard of this, but
Ryan
what is it?
Gosling, Emily Blunt, where he's the
Okay.
stuntman, and he has to rescue the main actor of a movie to save Emily Blunt, the director's movie, but she and Ryan Gosling had a
Okay.
flip before, and he ghosted her. Yeah.
I
Sounds like
I
you've
could
done
watch that
research
maybe.
on this movie.
I just seen the previews for it a lot. I mean, I'm within walking distance of a movie theater, so I'll see a lot of movies.
Well, you have to let us know how that is. We'll do a review on that in May.
We may.
Ooh.
That's my first
That did hurt.
Here's one called Horoscope. Horoscope.
horror.
Like
scope.
horror scope.
Horoscope. Hold on. I gotta get a synopsis for this. Nobody I've ever heard of is in it. After attending a horoscope party, people begin dying in ways connected to their zodiac signs. 4 friends must work together to solve the mystery before their numbers are up. I mean, come on, we could write something better than that.
Yeah.
GPT wrote out something better.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I've not kept up with any of the Planet of the Apes movies. It's
The last one I saw had James Franco in it.
I don't know where they could go from the last one unless they're actually turning this into the Planet of the Apes.
maybe. Let's see. Quick synopsis. Set several generations in the future following Caesar's reign, in which apes are the dominant species living harmoniously and humans have been reduced to living in the shadows. A new tyrannical ape leader builds his empire. One young ape undertakes a harrowing journey that will cause him to question all that he has known about the past and make choices that will define a future for apes and humans alike.
I'm wondering if they're getting Anthony Serkis back to play all the apes again.
The only person I've heard of on here is William H. Macy. Neil Sandilands, that was the Thinker on The Flash.
Oh,
And he's also in that Sweet Tooth show that I haven't watched yet.
one with the boy with the antlers.
Yeah.
It's a DC property too. I didn't know that until actually researching.
And
For some reason, I haven't watched it.
didn't
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. produce it?
I don't know.
Sounds right. The Garfield movie. I actually might see that.
You know, it couldn't be any worse than the other ones.
Is this a reboot
He's voiced.
or
I think it's an origin story.
Yeah,
And Chris Pratt plays Garfield.
man.
Chris Pratt plays all of your heroes from the 90s of your cartoon series of your childhoods?
Pretty much.
Whose hero is Garfield?
Jim
He's mine
Davis.
because he loves lasagna like me.
And he hates
You
Mondays.
should too. Who doesn't? That's a hero.
And you know what? I read why Garfield actually hates Mondays is because he's slightly depressed and he's obese and overweight because he eats because he's depressed. And Mondays are the start of the week for normal people, but Garfield is just another day. So that's why he hates Mondays.
That's deep.
Well, watch the movie, like make it some tragic backstory on why he hates Mondays.
Oh. All right, now we're into June.
Wait, hang on, pause for
Um,
a second. We're heading into June, and there's only been like what 4 or 5 horror movies coming out so far.
Horror movies.
Yeah,
I'll probably skip some. I just said the ones that stuck. Yeah, I mean, there's a movie called If. I don't know if that's like about it.
No,
It's deranged cousin.
I hope
If
not.
Like,
But
what if
I'll
it's
just have to say, 2023 was a good year for horror movies, and there's a few that I still need to see. But okay, unpause. We can go
name
back to.
name those off while I take a quick intermission. So I don't know these two first ones in June, but we got The Watchers and Ballerina.
Ooh,
Um,
Ballerina is the John Wick spinoff, I think,
oh, for real. You know,
starring Amy de Armas.
Guilty Confessions. I have not seen any of the John Wick movies except for the first one, and that was passively.
Bro, did you only watch the first one when we were at the restaurant and Josh Cranston was there? Jeez, man,
Yeah,
you're missing
and
out on some great action.
I was focused elsewhere at that time. Um, Inside Out 2. I feel like that's a Disney movie.
It is, yeah.
Because I like with the emotions and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
You
on
gotta
that
look-
same day, June 14th, Bad Boys 4.
Please tell me this is a combo for Bad Boys 4 and Rush Hour 4 called Bad Rush Hour Boys.
That would be good.
So looking at the cast, Vanessa Hudgens is in it.
She was in
That
Bad
sold me.
Boys
I'll
3.
watch it. She was?
Yeah, I guess you haven't seen Bad Boys 3.
I did, because it was his son. And he had to fight him and whoop his ass.
She was part of the tech team.
And the big mansion was like on fire at the end.
Yeah. She was in that movie.
I don't
know why
remember.
you wouldn't remember.
Maybe I had to mentally block that out. But no, it looks like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are returning.
Is Chris Rock the bad guy in this movie?
No plot details have been announced, but that would be awesome.
Two boys in the bad for the fourth time.
Oh, this is disappointing. The film's director last directed Bad Boys for Life and Batgirl.
Ooh.
I still want to see Batgirl.
Maybe they'll release it one day. Like, just release the Snyder cut of Batgirl. Let's see. We've also in June we've got the Bike Riders.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Biker Mice from Mars. Man, I
Like,
want to see
okay,
that movie.
that would be legit, yeah.
Okay, here we go. A Quiet Place, Day One. Is that a prequel?
Ooh, that's a movie?
Yep. Lupita Nyong'o, John Krasinski, Michael Bay, Jamon Hansu. Was he in any of the other ones?
No, but if John Cranston is going to be in this one, then yeah, it's going to have to be a prequel.
And Joseph Quinn.
It says he's involved. It doesn't say he's acting.
Wait, who's John Cranston?
John Krasinski.
You met Krasinski. Yes. But why did I say Cranston?
You said Cranston.
John Krasinski is a writer on it, but it doesn't have.
It doesn't have his wife.
Yeah, but it doesn't have him as a star. Because I'm looking at that.
Emily
Yeah,
Blunt either.
No,
Well,
so
this one could go. This one could go either way because the way A Quiet Place Part 2 ended, they could be starting a new, I wouldn't say series, but a new chapter, or it could be literally like more events from day one, which I don't think they would do because they kind of alluded to that in Part 2. Like that was the first 30 minutes, so we'll see.
Well, it could just be a different family or a different person's perspective of everything.
That's what I was gonna say. This seems very much like Fear the Walking Dead to The Walking Dead's The Walking Dead.
Especially because Lupita Nyong'o, she wasn't in the first two. Jamon Hansu wasn't in those. Dennis O'Hare, I don't know who that is.
I think he was in Part 2.
Was he in Part 2?
I think he was. I'm gonna fact check that real quick.
I can't quite remember. I remember Part 1 really well. Part 2 kind of was like, okay.
And I will have to say also, when I saw A Quiet Place Part 1, That was the first time in a movie theater that I ever stopped eating popcorn because I did not want the monster to hear me crunching popcorn. I was that quiet and invested in that movie.
I remember that's the closest I came to seeing a scary movie in a long time in theaters with you guys. And like the whole time my heart was racing, not knowing what was getting ready to happen.
Oh yeah, and Jimon Hansu was in part 2 as the man on the island.
I don't even remember the man on the island. I don't remember an island.
Well, it's been 3 years. They made it to an island where they thought they could be safe, but then they figured out the monsters could swim and then attack the island. And if Digimon's gonna be in this one, it's gonna have to be a prequel because of things that happened in part 2. He died.
Oh, so moving on, what other movies we got coming out?
July, we've got Despicable Me 4.
I didn't even know there was any past 2.
Yep. Mufasa the Lion King.
Oh man,
Boo.
All right, is this an animated movie or what?
Probably gonna be a live action like the Lion King was.
Well, I think it's live action because it lists Seth Rogen.
he played Pumbaa in the last one, didn't he?
Okay, here's the plot. Told in flashbacks, Rafiki, Timon, and Pumbaa tell the story of Mufasa to a young lion cub. Mufasa reveals the rise of one of the greatest kings of the Pride Lands. Isn't he the greatest king before Simba?
Yeah, maybe there was somebody great before him.
And somebody named Aaron Pierre is the voice of Mufasa.
Making me look up all these names of people I don't know.
But it's not James Earl Jones. Darth Vader is Mufasa.
Well, maybe he
Yes.
plays a young Mufasa.
I picture him having that voice his entire life. He was born that way.
My name is Mufasa.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know.
Aaron Pierre was in the movie Old, the M. Night Shyamalan movie, and he says he's going to be in Blade 2025. But other than that,
I know who he is. He has an James Earl Jones voice, but it's not James Earl Jones. Kind of like Troy Baker went Joker. Like in Arkham Origins, he did it justice, so maybe this dude will do okay.
Okay. Coming out July 12th, we've got Project Artemis. It's an
That
Apple
sounds like
film.
a Hunger Games thing. But I don't know what that could be.
Venom 3.
I'm
Who's
just
gonna be the bad?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if they have a synopsis. Who is Avi Arad?
Let's see. I don't know.
Matt Tomalk, Juno Temple, Amy Pascal, Hutch Parker, Kelly Marcel, and then of course Tom Hardy. The synopsis just says the Marvel Spider anti-hero returns in another installment.
Okay.
Very descriptive.
It's currently in post-production, so. And also that same weekend is a movie called Touch. That says it's a time travel movie. Let's see who's in that.
Sometimes when we touch. That's all I can say.
A romantic and thrilling story that spans several decades and continents. Touch follows one widower's emotional journey to find his first love who disappeared 50 years ago before his time runs out. Looks like a Japanese film, potentially.
Okay.
Or Russian? I don't know. And then July 19th, Twisters.
A sequel to Twister.
Maybe. And then 26, Captain America, Brave New World.
Okay. That's the first MCU movie coming out, though, isn't it? Like,
if you don't consider Deadpool.
Well,
put out by
technically, Deadpool might be the first MCU movie because it's apparently supposed to change a lot of stuff in it. So maybe Brave New World
Shit.
might be the second MCU movie this year.
yeah. I mean-
so in addition to Sebastian Stan and Harrison Ford, and
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie, Harrison Ford's going to be in it.
Well, yeah, because didn't he replace and he's playing Thunderbolt Ross?
Mm.
Yes, that is
Yep.
correct.
Yep. So, and Liv Tyler is also in it.
It's Betty Ross.
Yep. So that'll be interesting.
I wonder if Mark
I'll see
Ruffalo
that.
is going to reprise his role.
Who?
Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk.
On to August of 2024. I want to see this. Harold and the Purple Crayon.
From that children's book?
I have no idea.
Crayon.
What was the name of that book?
Oh wait, wait.
Apparently,
Let's read the synopsis for this, but first let us both guess what this movie is going to be about. So Hojo,
Okay.
what do you think this movie will be about?
guess what it's going to be about and who's starring in it. And Hojo, if you looked it up, you can't guess who's starring in it.
I didn't see who's starring in it, but I swear it's about the kid with the crayon.
What does Crayon do?
What does he do?
It's sort of like Rudy Tabooty in the Chalk Zone, where he can draw it and it comes to life.
Rudy's got the chalk zone. Rudy's got the chalk zone.
I don't know if we can sing that much of it, but I think it's gonna be something similar to that. A kid finds a crayon, and whatever he draws comes to life. But then some multi-billionaire villain figures out that I can just draw what I want, and he's chasing this kid down, and chaos ensues, and he creates his like super best friend, which is also a superhero, because he drew it, and that guy comes to life and helps him fight the super evil billionaire.
So who's the superhero going
Starring-
to be?
Well, Seth Rogen is going to be the bad guy. Superhero is going to be Kevin Hart, and the kid
Damn.
is going to be Dustin from Stranger Things. I'll watch the hell out of that movie.
Okay, so here's the plot. Harold, a bald young boy with a love of drawing, fears that the birth of a new baby brother will ruin his life. With his magic purple crayon, he retreats into a fantasy world in which a monster abducts his baby brother. The end. No. When real life complications occur during the pregnancy, it's up to Harold to right his wrongs. Ooh,
Sounds too deep for
Oh.
a children's book.
that is deep.
It's like a real life episode of Bluey.
Starring Lil Ray Howery. I don't know if
Is that the
Lil
kid from-
is.
Is that the kid from oh god, that movie Role Models? Or is he too old for this
I
now?
don't know. All right, let's see who Lil Ray Howery is. He was in Good Burger 2.
Oh.
We still need to watch that.
I do need still to watch that.
I need to watch it without falling asleep.
But also Zachary Levi's in it. And Zoe Dave Chappelle.
Oh, this is going to be a heartwarming movie, I bet. It's going to make me cry when I
Yep.
watch it.
Yep. But
Wait.
Anywho,
Is Drew Bat Drew, is this where you tell us that you are now an actor and you are playing the little bald kid?
No,
Oh.
maybe. No,
Also,
because I'll
you-
be
you
too
should-
old to be being a kid.
What's next?
okay. Borderlands, August 9th.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Hell yeah, that's another video game movie that's coming out. I still don't know how I feel about Kevin Hart being Roland, but man, I am so invested in this movie. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna go
Kevin
play
Hart's in it
Borderlands
for
after
real?
this.
Damn.
Yeah. Have you ever played Borderlands? Do you know the characters?
No.
Oh, Jack Black's in it too.
He's I forgot who he's gonna be, but yeah, this movie,
Oh shit.
it's gonna be a guilty
Kate-
pleasure, even if it is. Kate Blanchett's gonna be in there as Lilith, I think is her. What? Yeah,
And-
yeah, or Tannis.
And Avi Arad is in it twice apparently because he's listed twice on here.
Oh.
Jamie Lee
Tannis is
Curtis.
played by Tannis. That's Tannis.
Is The Rock in there because Kevin Hart's in there?
He'll probably make a cameo, but I don't think he's listed in there. But yeah, that damn. Okay, no, that's my second movie I'm hyped for this year, next year.
Shit.
Damn, whatever.
Shit. So, damn. All right. Next movie, Speak No Evil. It says it's a thriller by Universal Pictures.
I don't know.
Uh,
It'd be interesting to see it if it's a horror.
August 16, Alien, Romulus.
okay. Haven't seen a good alien movie in a while.
I have not seen any of them.
You need to change that. We need to get you on the horror bus.
It's too scary. We got the Kendrick Brothers 2024 film. I have no idea what that is. And then August 30th, Craven the Hunter,
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that one.
played by ATJ.
Aaron Taylor Johnson's.
And isn't Russell
Actually-
Crowe in that too?
Is Papa.
Yes, Russell Crowe is also in it.
So he gets bitten by a
Yeah.
radioactive part of a lion and becomes a hunter, pretty much.
No, he gets
that really-
he pretty much gets torn apart by a lion almost, like literally. But then some of the lion's blood falls in his blood, and then he gets the powers of a predator.
So a
The
more
trailer
gruesome-
looked weird.
So
The trailer looked
I was
weird,
really,
but
I was really impressed by Aaron Taylor Johnson in Bullet Train
yeah,
because he just
that,
played a
that's
completely different character, and so I'm looking forward to this.
that's the guy I think is going to be in Craven, which he'll command the screen. I think so. It'd be great, but also I just hope that they don't try to do too much of this. Like, let this be its own movie and not have it be how we're going to fit this into the Spider-Verse. Like, don't worry about that. Let this be its own movie. Damn it.
Yeah,
If anything else,
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a good action movie.
I'm looking forward to it. All right, and that ends August, so we are into September. And what better way to kick off September than Beetlejuice 2?
Oh,
Don't say his
finally.
name twice or two more times.
Does it have the? Who's in the cast?
The cast. Winona Ryder,
Cool.
Jenna Ortega,
Oh,
Justin Theroux. Where have I heard that name? Who is Justin Theroux? While you look that up, also Catherine O'Hara, Willem Dafoe.
Obviously, Michael
Um,
Keaton, right?
It does not say Michael Keaton. Is Willem Dafoe going to be Beetlejuice?
Oh my god.
It does not say
I
Michael
don't
Keaton.
know.
Okay, it's got Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice, only rumored, not confirmed right now.
And it's supposed to come out next year? This
It's
year?
supposed to
Damn.
come out. It's got a release date of
September.
September 6th, 2024. According to movieinsider.com. So fact checkers out there, don't give us shit. We're going off of movieinsider.com. And we did not fact check anything.
Yeah, because also, who knows if any of these dates are going to stay where they are now? Because they could probably change within like literally like 20 seconds.
It does say Warner Brothers has confirmed the return of Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice and Winona Ryder as Lydia.
Lydia, we kept
Jenna
calling her
Ortega will
Libby
play-
when we were-
Yeah, Lydia. Jenna Ortega will play daughter of Ryder's character Lydia. Justin Theroux is unclear at this timer.
Yeah, Justin Theroux has been in a couple things, but nothing really stands out. Like he was in Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle, White House Plumbers, whatever that is. He was in American Psycho with Christian Bale, 6 Feet Under, Wanderlust, Megamind, Tropic Thunder. But like he wasn't
Oh,
one
wait,
of the
Tropic.
stuff.
So
He
he's in
wasn't-
Tropic Thunder, and he was in Full Throttle, Charlie's Angels. Oh God, who's in both?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to see who he played in Tropic Thunder.
What's his face? What does his face
I'm
look
look-
like? I don't want to
I'm
look it
looking
up
at
on my phone.
I'm looking at his face, but it's not ringing any bells for me.
No.
Yeah, he was the bad guy in Full Throttle. He's one of the Drew Barrymore's ex, the wild one.
I mean, right there, he looks like he'd be Wolverine.
Yeah, I don't know what he was in Tropic Thunder though.
I couldn't find him on the Tropic Thunder cast list.
All right. Anyways, so that's Beetlejuice. The next week we have Transformers 1,
Okay.
which I haven't kept up with any of the Transformers movies.
Which are you guys okay if I
After-
spoil
Yeah,
Rise of the Beasts?
I saw it.
So you're
I don't
okay
care.
with me spoiling it, or you haven't seen it? Okay.
No, I've seen it.
So Rise of the Beast ends with the protagonist, whatever that guy's name is, I can't remember, being recruited by a secret off-grid government agency to work with them and Transformers. And obviously it's G.I. Joe. So I think they're combining those two franchises. So yeah, when I saw that in the end of the movie, I was kind of like, oh shit, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's all
So,
because
I think
Pete.
they're both franchises.
Yeah, that's because Pete Davidson sacrificed his Transformer self to become a suit of armor for that kid that looked like the armor from the first G.I. Joe movie with Channing Tatum.
Mm. Well, this says Scarlett Johansson's in it,
Oh,
He played the
yeah.
Optimus Prime.
and Lawrence Fishburne, and Chris Hemsworth are like the key people. And it says it focuses on the Transformers' home planet of Cybertron.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But
But
their human characters wouldn't be there though, so this is going to be interesting.
so I guess they're voicing robots.
No, they could be, because this could be an animated movie.
Or CGI.
That's true. The following, so it's only 4 movies coming out in September. The following week, there's a movie called Wolves, not Wolves, Wolves.
Okay.
WOOFS.
WLLFS. It's a thriller by Apple Original Films.
So probably Apple
Okay.
TV then.
And then the following week, Saw 11. The last Saw movie I saw, I think, was Saw 5.
And you haven't missed much. Saw 10, I won't spoil it. It definitely was much more gore than horror. So
It was Gordon.
we'll see where Saw 11 goes.
Hokey Joker, where are you going? The next movie's for you.
Hold on. I'm putting on football.
You're putting on football.
He's playing with his balls, I think is what he said.
Oh, I gotta go piss anyways. I know we've all kind of been waiting for this one. October 4th, Joker Folie à Deux.
Folie à Deux?
Folie à
That's
Deux.
my number one movie that I'm anticipating for this year.
I'm looking forward to it, but there was the rumors about making it a musical, which I'm not 100% sure about. But
I think it's already a musical.
yeah, I'm not a fan of
It's a musical. I probably won't see it.
You guys, it's that won't ruin this. That I think it would enhance the story.
Timothy
just don't
Chalamet
ruin this.
ruined Willy Wonka by making it a musical. I can't see Willy Wonka because it's a musical.
Timothy Chalamet is overrated. I said it.
Well,
This
He ain't no
this-
Tom Holland.
but
He ain't no. He damn right. He ain't no Tom Holland.
yeah, I think it will be interesting because the first movie established Arthur as a unreliable narrator. Yeah, where like things that were actually going on didn't really happen. So I can sort of see the musical being a psychotic break for the Harley Quinn character, but I don't want a musical. It's gritty, urban,
I
and
don't-
thick.
No, I am.
I don't mind
But
a
no.
musical number, but
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
full blown hairspray musical.
But
Yeah,
get
well,
this:
when you,
what if the parts that are a musical in this movie are the parts where Arthur is fantasizing? Like we saw bits and pieces of that in the first movie, like where he's dancing and he feels himself. Those were those scenes real? Were was that stuff really happening? Like, what if in this movie, like all the crazy shit that they do together, that's a musical, but that also could be like it also could be like a way to tell like okay, this is Arthur narrating the story, or you get what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
parts that aren't in the musical or is like the movie, but then the parts that are the musical is him fantasizing about all the stuff that he's doing. Like, yes, that may have happened, but probably didn't happen the way we're seeing it. Like maybe the musical was like, this is how I remember like shooting up these guys when he really just boom, boom, boom. So
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
hopefully it's not too
yeah.
much of a tonal change from the original one. And also, uh, it when it comes to the relationship of Joker and Harley Quinn, it has been in media for 30 years now. Let's hope they don't make it romantic to be like, oh, they're made for each other. No, that's a toxic relationship. So hopefully they don't
I think
romanticize it.
I also think this movie is going to show that too, that you don't want to be a Joker Harley couple because I think this movie will show people that oh damn, that's actually not what I wanted my relationship to be like. Same thing with Romeo and Juliet. No kids want to be like that or should want to be like that. Hey, y'all knew each other for 2 weeks. Come on, man. Barely 2 weeks.
But just look at John B and Sarah, though. I mean, they're practically married.
Why haven't we done the Outer Banks podcast yet?
Ah,
Like
They're- there's-
you need
they're
to
supposedly recording that right now, like an hour up the road from us.
Where are they recording that at?
For some reason, they're recording season 4 of Outer Banks in Charlottesville.
I smell a road trip.
I don't know why. Maybe they got confused and thought it was Charlotte or Charleston.
Charlottesville does look kind of up on the fancy scale if you look at the right streets.
It's definitely on the fancy scale, but I'm just wondering where are they going because they left the cliffhanger for season 3 at the end. They're going after William Teach's treasure, who is also Blackbeard.
Well, maybe this is the town that they stop in, possibly.
But Blackbeard's last known site was Ocracoke Island, and he surrendered to the Navy, and the Navy stabbed him in the back and killed him anyways. I know my Blackbeard. I'm preparing for season 4.
All the more why we need to hurry up with this Outer Banks podcast to explain to everyone. Like I'll be the moderator, not the moderator, but I'll be like the in-between guy. You know what you're talking about in explaining to Hojo, kind of like we did with Fast X.
And what do you think about Pope? The evolution of Pope through seasons 1 through 3. Hokey joke. What do you think about that?
I couldn't tell you.
He gave up his scholarship to be with his friends and treasure hunt.
Is he a idiot?
No, he did it for love of family.
And then he found the golden cross hidden in the cross beam of the old church before it burned down. But then they dropped it in the
Family
ocean.
heirloom. And then what
And
happened
then
to that cross though?
Rafe melted it down and sold it off in pieces. Can you believe Rafe did that shit?
I guess. Race that cross. I don't know. That backstabbing bastard. I don't know.
And you could tell that his character had a change of not heart, but a change of motivation when he shaved his head, or not shaved his head, but got a different hairstyle. Because new hairstyle, new you.
He kind of bulked up a little bit too. I was impressed.
Okay, next movie. I'm so lost.
Oh, did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Whitebird is the next movie. It's by Lionsgate. I don't know. Smile 2. Was there a Smile 1?
There was. It was
Whoa.
about that entity that's creepy smiled at you when it was trying to kill you. And it's got pretty much, yeah.
Please. Was not expecting that. I really
That
almost
was actually
like shit my pants. But yeah, that's pretty much what it was. And I actually got chills when you said smile too, because it made me look around the house again. Don't do that again. That's exactly what it does though, man.
Speaking of which, when you looked back into the kitchen, what'd you see or hear?
When I went just
Like
now, I was
so
that
a
made me
couple
want
minutes
to look
ago.
back
A
around.
couple minutes ago, you were making a point, and then you went, huh?
It sounded like something fucking fell, but also like something fell, but then it got picked back up because it fell.
Next
Oh,
movie,
Yes.
Wolfman, a remake,
maybe
also
that's
by Universal.
the Universal movie.
It is Universal, and guess who plays in it?
Benicio
Uh,
del Toro.
Oscar
No,
Isaac.
Ryan Gosling.
He's already in another movie this year. He can't be in another one.
But
They don't
just
do
just
that.
okay. For all the female listeners out there, all two of you, um, just imagine Ryan Gosling, but with his shirt off, transforming or having just transformed back from a wolf.
Or imagine him with his shirt on as a hunter hunting this wolf man, which is me, with my shirt off, changing back from a
All
wolf
right,
into a
viewers,
man.
we're gonna put that poll out there. Who would you rather see, Bet Drew 24 or Ryan Gosling?
I'm just Wolfman.
What?
I mean, I might see it. Now we're into November. Um, okay. Untitled Sony and Marvel Universe film. No
Spider-Man.
plot details, no cast and crew.
So maybe it's a placeholder for like Spider-Man 4.
Maybe.
It could be,
That's
but I
interesting.
haven't seen anything being filmed for Spider-Man, so that would be a definite hard crunch time to get
Well,
that down.
once we get to the end of the
Unless it's an
list,
animated movie.
yeah. Once
Oh, is it the animated Spider-Man thing, or is that a TV series that's coming out?
It says, I mean, it says it's being produced by Sony. It doesn't say whether it's animated or live action.
once we get to the end of the video, I'll have a question and that I'm curious I didn't hear for a movie that I didn't hear.
Okay. Red One, I believe that's the one with The Rock, where he's like Santa Claus or something.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we should all go see that together.
J.K. Simmons, Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, Chris Morgan, Lucy Liu, Nick Kroll. I know how Hokey Joker loves Nick Kroll.
No,
Um,
his voices are the same for every character he plays.
no, it's not. You can't say that about Maury. Well, what about Rick? Rick is a completely different voice.
Oh my God, I'm gonna be a loud annoying person. I'm glad his show only got like one season.
What show?
The Kroll
Hokey-
Show.
Okay, I was gonna say you ain't talking about Big Mouth because Big Mouth's about to start season 8. And there's a spinoff series that's already had 2 seasons, Human Resources. It's getting a 3rd season. Don't you bash on Nick Kroll.
He'd be all right if he had a different voice.
He has like multiple different voices.
All right,
Anyways, who's ready to see Dwanta in Red One?
I am.
Dwanta. It's Kevin Hart and Elf, then I'll see it.
So I'm not sure what the relationship is. I'm just gonna put this up on the screen real quick. J.K. Simmons is obviously Santa. Dwayne Johnson, I'm not sure what his role is.
What?
I can see J.K. Simmons as Santa though.
Okay.
I will see that. Gladiator 2. Does that movie need a
Wow.
sequel?
Does that need a sequel like 20 years later?
Starring Pedro Pascal.
Is
Starring
Baby
Daddy.
Yoda in?
It says the Gladiator sequel story centers on Lucius, the son of Lucilla, and the nephew of Phoenix Commodus.
Bless you.
Um, there's an untitled Disney animation coming out, and Wicked the musical. And now we're into December of 2024. Starting with The Lord of the Rings, the War of the Rohirrim movie. The War of the Rohirrim?
Like somebody in that meeting was like
War of the
eating
Rohirrim.
they were eating a peanut butter sandwich and like, what's the next movie? Okay.
War of the Rohirrim. That's a real thing.
Oh, I know.
They should have added the word rural in there. War of the Rural Rohirrim.
Yeah, make it difficult for people getting tickets at the theater.
War of the Rohirrim. You also had the Karate Kid sequel. Jackie Chan comes back.
And Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio, which I've not seen any of the Cobra Kai series.
I feel like you would
I haven't
but-
either.
So
But I need to.
yeah. So what's next?
Thunderbolts.
Oh, is that
Oh man, I forgot about that.
that's the equivalent of the MCU Suicide Squad, right?
Even sort of.
Yeah, because it says Sebastian Stan's in it, David Harbour, Florence Pugh, Julia Louise Dreyfus.
Yeah.
I guess she was recruiting people at the end of Black Widow.
She was also in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
That's right. Who's John Walker?
John
Agent,
Walker played U.S. agent. He took over as Captain.
U.S. agent.
That's right. So he'll be back in it. Taskmaster will apparently be in it.
Yep.
And then Black Widow.
Someone named Ghost.
Oh, from Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Damn, I don't even remember that.
The chick that was like phasing, like wore the white suit.
So that'll be interesting.
Is that
That's all the way in December?
December 20th. And same weekend, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 comes out.
Starring Shadow. Ooh, that one's gonna be tough.
I wonder who's playing
And-
Shadow.
And then
Kevin
to end it on Christmas Day, Nosferatu.
Oh, interesting. Well, so I'm going to point out with that list that you gave us.
So before you point it out, there is a separate list of planned for TBA 2024 that doesn't have dates.
Okay, because I was going to say one, there's no DC movies because of the whole reboot.
True.
But one glaring mistake that maybe it's on that other list you were saying was the sequel to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
So Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse is the first one listed on this other list.
That's what I was looking for.
So it says it's coming out in
That was
2024.
When?
Yeah, it was slated. It was slated for March, but I guess that's the to be determined one now.
Yeah, it's a TBA. So it the rest of these are like B, C list movies. That's the only one that really sticks out.
Gotcha. Well, of those movies, what's like the top three for you guys that you're looking forward to seeing?
Joker, the musical. Damn, Borderlands, obviously, but now I don't know about three. Shit.
Deadpool?
I don't know if I'm more excited for Nosferatu or what was that one in March that I was excited about?
Ghostbusters.
No,
Dune Part 2.
I don't know. Well, definitely Joker the musical. What did I just say? Borderlands, and then Madam Web.
How
I
about-
guess I'll put as third.
What about? Did you say Deadpool?
That's the third one there. Madam Web would be 4, I guess.
Mine would probably be Deadpool 3 would be number 1. I do want to see Bad Boys 4. I don't know if it'd be in my top 3. Probably second would be Craven. Third, Captain America.
Damn, I forgot about Captain America.
Uh,
But no, my list still stands.
But
Man.
the Spider-Verse movie would be a tentative top 3 if it gets released in 2024. I'd probably
It
take
better
Craven out
damn
and
well
put-
be.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that it is gonna be released in 24 to make my list easier. That one's gonna be the top one for me, and then Deadpool 3, and then Joker Folie à Deux, just because of the whole musical situation that they got going on there. But
Cool. Well, we got a big year for movies.
yeah, a lot of movies come out every year, but we'll see what happens because there could be some surprises in there. Like I know, for example, in 2008, when especially John, we're like, Wanted. Who's ever like, what's this movie Wanted about? When we saw it, it was awesome. So
Oh yeah.
it could be some surprises like that, or it could
Curve
be
that bullet.
curve that bullet, or it could be like this past year when like the Flash, yeah, Flash. What was that? You know,
It was
I
a
enjoyed
good
Flash.
movie, damn it. That's what it was.
Well, who murdered Barry's mom? That's the whole plot of the movie, and you never answered that. But anyway,
Wow.
WB executives.
all right, bros. What is your movie that you're looking most forward to in 2024? As always, I'm Hokey Joker.
I'm always snacking.
I'm Spider-Man.
Anyway, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us your favorite movie that you're looking forward to in 2024. Until next time, don't want to spill it. Cheers.
Cheers.